Right, we're back out again. It's a cold one. This time I'm heading up into a forest and looking for a aircraft that crashed in 1944, or the wreckage of it. It's a bit of a bugger to get to, so the bike gets me so far, then I have to traverse across open moor for another mile or so, which is a bit of a nightmare. There's my bike stashed, so now I can continue my walk over to that forest. The road's just here, so you can't see it because there's a bank here, it dips, and there's a road track down there, but hopefully they'll not see it. Right, onwards. Right, I think it's maybe the remains of an old wall or a stream or something. It's fairly straight. I'm just going to follow this. Oh, that felt wet. Luckily I've got my sealskin socks on and my Gore-Tex shoes, and I've got some little gaiters on to keep all the rubbish from falling down into my shoe. Found a bit of tape in the lining here, so I've tied it on. Be a bit of a marker for when I'm tracing my steps on the way back later. I'm going to go into the forest now because it's easier walking, or it should be if there's no trees down, but underfoot conditions should be easier, and I can just follow it in a straight line, sort of, for about, I think it's 3/4 of a mile. It should bring us out to this Handley Page Halifax bomber which crashed in 1944. We'll have a look, see what wreckage is left. Pay our respects. Yeah, it is a bit like Armageddon in here. There's trees down everywhere, but I can weave my way through. It just makes it easier. You see, underfoot conditions are a lot more favourable than that heather bashing. Never ending. Seems to get more tricky to navigate as we get further in. Can't get over there. Watch it out, you spike yourself. Right, since the last time I was here, 5-7 years back, that the forest where the plane wreckage is has been cleared. They've left obviously the crash site untouched, but yeah, there should be no trees. So when we get to the part where it's been felled, we're getting closer. Yeah, as I was saying, it was a large aircraft, and I'll put some photographs in of what sort of size it looks, obviously before the accident, because there is still quite a lot of wreckage up here, or there was. Right, I can see the edge of where the forest stops and we start the clearing, so we're getting closer. Okay, we've made it out of the forest and now onto the cleared area. I think it's not that far actually, but as you can see there is crap everywhere, obstacles. Just got to watch your step. I'll bring you back when we get there. But yeah, looking that way, looking east, I think Kielder Water's over that hill somewhere there. Right, we're getting closer. Yeah, so this aircraft, the Halifax Handley Page DK116, come out of an RAF base near Scunthorpe back in 15th of October 1944. It was on a sortie, like a training mission, and apparently caught fire. I believe the rear gunner was trapped and people were trying to, the other crew were trying to try and rescue him, but we'll never know the truth, and we must be very, very close. Let's get the map out. Right, there's a The only tree that hasn't been cut down, branches cut off it, it's got some kind of paint on it. I wonder if that's a marker. We're in the right direction. As I say, it's not the easiest to find. But I remember last time I was here, it was in a bit of a dip. I think I can see bits over there now. We have made it down to the crash site. Obviously there's a lot of wreckage still. A lot of wreckage strewn everywhere. So it's clearly been a massive impact. Here we go. 15th of October 1944. In memory of the crew of the Halifax bomber DK116. Yep. Here's one of the wheels, parts of the tyre. There's a tyre there as well. Yeah, there's bits everywhere. There's this part of the wing maybe. Yeah, so there's bits down here and the cross is right over there. So they must have left this as a marker. Yeah, even some of the cabling still there. It's weird because it keeps creaking and groaning. Obviously there's the heat on it, contracting it. This is part of the landing gear with the hydraulics, or maybe for opening one of the doors underneath. Has that been a window porthole window? Yeah, not much left. Well, there's lots of it left, but it's all in a million bits. Yeah, just wondering what this is, some kind of filter maybe? I don't know. So there's bits everywhere. I'm trying to look for the piece with maybe some kind of indication of the aircraft number, but can't find that. There's something buried underneath there. No idea. No idea. This part of the wheel maybe. See, there's the cross where the crash site is, but there's a beck down here. I thought I remember seeing other bits. We'll have a look down here. Yeah, there's just bits lying everywhere. Yeah, this looks like the hydraulics for maybe the landing gear again. On the side of the aircraft. Possibly out of the part of the radiator or some kind of part of the cooling system. Right, I've had a good wander about, took loads of pictures, took some footage and that, but yeah, it's good to see, but very sad. But it's a very difficult place to reach, so thankfully it doesn't get disturbed. And I would say this will stay here for years to come. Being so isolated in the middle of Kielder Forest. Right, we'll head back towards the bike. Oh, thank God for that. We're out of the forest. Ah, it's better. So, yeah, them taller trees there, that's where I need to be heading to. So it's back to the bike. It's still here. Of course it was. Right, I'm going to have a bite to eat because I'm absolutely starving. It's only a mile from here to the crash site, but it's a mile of hell. You know, over peaty heather, then through that forest and over the fighting with all the trees. I've already been whiplashed in the eye, but I'm starving now, so I'm going to get a bite to eat. Yep, bit of fuel. Okay, I've had a bite to eat. Clouds rapidly developing from the west, so I'll get myself tidied up and get back on the bike again. It wasn't forecast, well, it's not forecast to rain till this evening, but you never know that. But yeah, blue sky still over the east way. East is best this time, and yeah, as you can see, the clouds coming in thick and fast.